The blueprint of connection, understanding attachment styles. We crave connection. It's a fundamental human need, but navigating the world of relationships can be complex. We bring our past experiences, our hurts and our hopes into every interaction. Understanding attachment styles can offer a powerful roadmap to navigating these complexities. It's about recognizing the patterns in our relationships and understanding why we react the way we do. Attachment styles are like emotional blueprints. They shape how we connect with others, how we give and receive love, and how we handle conflict. These patterns develop early in life, influenced by our relationships with our primary caregivers. They continue to impact us throughout our lives, affecting our romantic partnerships, friendships, and even our work relationships. By understanding our own attachment style and the styles of those around us, we can begin to build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. We can learn to communicate our needs more effectively and respond to others with greater empathy and understanding. This knowledge empowers us to break free from unhealthy patterns and create more secure and loving connections. This journey of understanding attachment styles is an invitation to self-discovery and growth. It's about embracing vulnerability, showing up authentically in our relationships, and cultivating the courage to connect deeply with ourselves and others. Decoding the language of attachment, the four main styles. Attachment styles are broadly categorized into four main types: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. These styles are shaped by our early interactions and experiences, particularly with our primary caregivers. Each style represents a different way of experiencing and expressing love, connection, and security within relationships. Understanding these styles can help us navigate our personal and professional relationships more effectively. Secure attachment. Individuals with a secure attachment style feel comfortable with intimacy and interdependence. They are generally confident in their relationships and have a positive view of themselves and others. They trust their partners, communicate their needs effectively, and are able to depend on others while also being reliable themselves. This mutual trust and open communication create a strong foundation for a healthy relationship. They view relationships as a source of comfort and security. This sense of security allows them to explore the world and take risks, knowing they have a safe base to return to. Anxious attachment. Those with an anxious attachment style often crave closeness and reassurance. They may have a deep-seated fear of abandonment and constantly seek validation from their partners. They may worry about their partner's love or availability, seeking constant validation and fearing rejection. This can lead to behaviors that are perceived as clingy or overly dependent. They may become overly dependent on their partners and experience heightened emotional reactivity. In relationships, this heightened sensitivity can sometimes lead to conflicts and misunderstandings. Avoidant attachment. Individuals with an avoidant attachment style value independence and self-reliance. They often have a strong desire to maintain their autonomy and may feel uncomfortable with too much closeness. They may appear emotionally distant, uncomfortable with intimacy, and prioritize autonomy over closeness. This can make it challenging for them to form deep, meaningful connections with others. They may struggle to express their needs or rely on others, often suppressing their emotions and maintaining emotional distance. This emotional distance can sometimes be misinterpreted as disinterest or aloofness. Disorganized attachment. This style is characterized by a mix of anxious and avoidant tendencies, often stemming from early experiences of trauma or inconsistency. These individuals may have had caregivers who were unpredictable or frightening. Individuals with a disorganized attachment style may exhibit unpredictable behaviors, struggle with boundaries, and find it challenging to form secure and stable relationships. They may oscillate between seeking closeness and pushing others away. Understanding these different attachment styles is crucial for recognizing our own patterns and those of the people we interact with. By identifying these patterns, we can work towards healthier and more fulfilling relationships. It allows us to approach our relationships with greater awareness, compassion, and the tools to build healthier connections. With this knowledge, we can foster stronger bonds and create a more supportive and loving environment for ourselves and others. Early bonds, lasting impressions, how attachment styles develop. Our earliest relationships lay the foundation for our attachment styles. These initial bonds are crucial as they set the stage for how we will interact with others throughout our lives. During infancy and childhood, our interactions with our primary caregivers shape our understanding of love, security, and connection. These moments, though they may seem small, are building blocks for our emotional development. These early experiences create neural pathways in our brains, influencing how we perceive and respond to relationships throughout our lives. The brain's plasticity during these formative years means that these interactions leave a lasting imprint. When caregivers are consistently responsive to a child's needs, providing warmth, comfort, and security, the child develops a sense of trust and safety. This trust is fundamental for the child's emotional and psychological well-being. This secure base allows the child to explore the world with confidence, knowing they have a safe haven to return to. The freedom to explore and learn is essential for healthy development. This forms the basis of a secure attachment style. Children with secure attachment are more likely to grow into adults who have healthy, trusting relationships. However, if a caregiver is inconsistent, unavailable, or neglectful, the child may develop an anxious attachment style. This inconsistency can create a sense of unpredictability and insecurity in the child. They learn to associate love with uncertainty and anxiety, constantly seeking reassurance and validation to soothe their fears of abandonment. This can lead to clinginess and a constant need for approval in their relationship. On the other hand, if a caregiver is emotionally distant, dismissive, or rejecting, the child may develop an avoidant attachment style. This emotional distance teaches the child to rely on themselves rather than others. They learn to suppress their needs for closeness and affection, seeking independence and self-reliance as a way to protect themselves from potential hurt. This can result in difficulties forming close relationships later in life. Traumatic experiences, such as abuse or neglect, can lead to a disorganized attachment style. These children often face a confusing mix of fear and desire for comfort. These children experience a conflict between seeking comfort from their caregivers and fearing them, leading to chaotic and inconsistent behaviors in relationships. This internal conflict can manifest in various ways, including difficulty regulating emotions and forming stable relationships. Understanding the origins of our attachment style is not about blaming our caregivers. It's about gaining insight into how these early experiences have shaped us. It's about recognizing the profound impact of these early experiences and developing compassion for ourselves and our pasts. By understanding our attachment styles, we can work towards healing and building healthier relationships in the future. Love, friendship, and work attachment styles in action. Attachment styles are not limited to romantic relationships. They are a fundamental aspect of how we connect with others in various contexts. They influence how we connect with others across all areas of our lives, including friendships, family dynamics, and even our professional interactions. Understanding these styles can help us navigate our social world more effectively. In romantic relationships, our attachment style shapes how we approach intimacy, communication, and conflict resolution. It can determine how we express love and handle disagreements. Securely attached individuals tend to have more stable and fulfilling relationships, characterized by trust, open communication, and a healthy balance of interdependence and autonomy. They are comfortable with closeness and independence. Anxiously attached individuals may struggle with jealousy, possessiveness, and a fear of abandonment. They often seek constant reassurance and may feel insecure about their partner's feelings. Avoidantly attached individuals may prioritize independence, struggle with emotional expression, and maintain emotional distance. They often find it challenging to rely on others and may avoid closeness. Friendships also reflect our attachment styles. The way we form and maintain friendships can be deeply influenced by our attachment patterns. Securely attached individuals tend to have close-knit and supportive friendships, valuing authenticity and emotional intimacy. They are often seen as reliable and trustworthy friends. Anxiously attached individuals may seek constant reassurance and validation from their friends, often fearing rejection or abandonment, while avoidantly attached individuals may prefer casual friendships with clear boundaries. They might avoid deep emotional connections and keep interactions superficial. Even in the workplace, our attachment style can influence our interactions with colleagues, bosses, and subordinates. It affects how we communicate, collaborate and handle workplace stress. Securely attached individuals tend to be collaborative, communicative, and comfortable seeking support when needed. They are often seen as team players who contribute positively to the work environment. Anxiously attached individuals may be sensitive to criticism and seek approval, often feeling anxious about their performance and relationships with colleagues. While avoidantly attached individuals may appear distant, independent, and prefer to work autonomously. They might avoid teamwork and prefer tasks that allow them to work alone. Recognizing the pervasive influence of attachment styles in our lives allows us to understand the root of certain relationship patterns and develop strategies for building healthier and more fulfilling connections. By becoming aware of our attachment style, we can work towards improving our interactions and fostering stronger, more meaningful relationships in all areas of our lives.